Hello guys! What do you think is a gas called plasma? Gas called plasma, also known as low temperature plasma or non-thermal plasma, is an ionized gas at or near temperature that is generated by applying an electric field to a gas. It is a state of matter distinct from solids to liquids and gases containing highly reactive species like electrons, ions, and free radicals. Unlike hot plasmas, the electrons in a cold plasma have a much higher temperature than the ions and neutral atoms, allowing it to be used for applications like food processing and surface treatment without significantly heating the treated material. So, ang gas called plasma ay isang uri ng ionized gas na nabubuo kapag pinapadaluyan ng kuryente ang isang gas. Tinatawag din itong low temperature or non-thermal plasma dahil kahit mataas ang enerhiya nito, hindi ito mainit. Mayroon itong mga electron ion at reaktibong sangkap na nakakatulong sa pagpatay ng mikrobyo, pagpapahaba ng shelf life ng pagkain, pag-alis ng pesticide residues at pagpapahusay ng surface ng mga packaging materials dahil ito ay nakakasira o nagpapainit ng pagkain. Ligtas ito at epektibo sa food processing.
Let's move on to the theory and principles of gas-cold plasma. Ang teorya sa likod ng cold plasma ay kapag ang isang external energy ay ina-apply sa isang gas, nagiging ionized ito nang hindi masyadong umiinit. Sa process na ito, nabubuo ang mga reactive species tulad ng ions, radicals, electrons, at UV photons na siyang primary agents for cold plasma applications. Nabubuo ang mga ito dahil sa banggaan ng mga high-energy electrons at gas atoms, kaya tinatawag itong cold plasma dahil mas mainit ang mga electron kaysa sa mga ions at neutral na particles. Dito naman tayo sa principles of gas-cold plasma. Firstly is ionization. Ang cold plasma ay nabubuo kapag ang electric field ay ina-apply sa isang gas na nagbibigay ng energy sa mga electron. Sa non-equilibrium, dahil hindi pantay ang pag-transfer ng energy, nagkakaroon ng non-equilibrium ang mga electron ay nagiging mainit o mabilis, ngunit hindi sapat ang oras para maipasa ang init sa mga mas mabigat na gas atoms bago ang next collision. Next is creation of reactive species. Sa pamamagitan ng inelastic collisions, nabubuo ang mga reactive species tulad ng charged particles, ions at electrons, radicals, reactive oxygen species at reactive nitrogen species. UV photons or ultraviolet rays. Temperature. Tinatawag itong cold plasma dahil ang ions at neutral particles ay nananatiling malamig o nasa room temperature kahit na mainit ang mga electron. Sa mechanisms of action naman, ang mekanismo ng cold plasma ay nagre-rely sa chemical at physical na reaction ng mga reactive species sa target na surface, tulad ng pagwasak ng cell wall ng bacteria or altering surface properties.
Procedure on how to conduct this processing technique. Step 1. Set up the equipment. Gas supply. Connect a gas supply to the plasma generation system. Some techniques like plasma jets use a gas flow rate to control plasma shape and properties. Power source. Connect a high voltage power supply to the electrodes. The type of power supply depends on the specific plasma generation method, such as direct current or radio frequency. Electrodes. Position the electrodes according to your chosen method. This could be within a vacuum chamber, in a direct contact setup, or in an atmospheric pressure plasma jet configuration. Step 2. Generate the plasma. Introduce gas. If using a vacuum system, start a pump to remove air from the chamber to the desired pressure. If operating at atmospheric pressure, ensure the gas is flowing over the sample or through the discharge zone. Apply voltage. Turn on the power supply and apply high voltage between the electrodes. The voltage should be sufficient to ionize the gas, which creates a glow discharge or plasma. The power level will affect the intensity of the plasma. Adjust parameters. You may need to adjust the gas flow rate, power, or frequency to achieve the desired plasma intensity and characteristics. Other parameters to control include the distance between the electrodes and the sample and the processing time. Step 3. Process the sample. Exposure time. Place your sample in the pot of the plasma. The required exposure time will vary depending on the specific application, the gas, and the power settings. Direct versus indirect exposure. The sample can be directly exposed to the plasma or treated using a plasma-active solution, such as plasma-active water, or by remote exposure to plasma generated elsewhere. Monitor and adjust. Observe the effects of the plasma on the sample and make adjustment to the gas type, power, or time as needed to achieve the desired result. Step 4. Conclude the process. Turn off power. Deactivate the high voltage power supply and gas flow to stop plasma generation. Vent the system. If the process was conducted in a vacuum chamber, vent chamber with fresh air until it reaches atmospheric pressure. Remove sample. Safely remove the process sample from the chamber or treatment area.
Importance and application in food industry. Mahalaga ang gas cold plasma sa food industry dahil nakakatulong ito sa pagpapanatiling ligtas at sariwa ang pagkain ng hindi gumagamit ng init. Ginagamit ito sa pag-sterilize ng surface ng pagkain at packaging, pag-preserve ng shelf life at ini-improve ang quality ng pagkain. So ang importance niya sa food safety, pinapatay nito ang mga harmful na microorganisms tulad ng E. coli at Salmonella nang hindi nasisira ang pagkain. Shelf life extension, pinipigilan ang pagkasira ng pagkain sa pamamagitan ng pagpatay sa mga microorganisms na nagdudulot ng pagkabulok sa pagkain. Preservation of quality. Dahil hindi ito gumagamit ng init, napapanatili nito na nutritious, makulay at malasa ang pagkain. Contaminant degradation. Nakakatulong sa pagbawas ng pesticide at mycotoxin sa pagkain. Ang environmental benefits naman, it is an eco-friendly method na hindi nag-recreate ng toxic waste like chemical treatments.
Application for gas called plasma. Surface decontamination. In food products, sterilize the surface of fruits, vegetables, meat, and other products to eliminate pathogens and spoilage organisms. Packaging materials, sterilize packaging materials including those that are hard to clean, like irregularly shaped bottles. Food quality improvement. Inactive enzyme to limit browning in fruits and vegetables can improve the stability and color of juices as seen in studies on jujube and orange juice. In packaging decontamination, treats food products after they have been packaged by using the packaging material as part of the plasma generation process to sterilize the food inside. Thank you very much.
So let's move on to the advantages and disadvantage of gas cold plasma. So ang mga advantages na is non-thermal processes, works at room temperature, preserving nutrients, color, and texture. Effective microbial inactivation, pinapatay yung mga bacteria, molds, yeast, and spores, and then improve yung shelf life and safety ng pagkain. Preserves quality, maintain foods, natural flavor, color, and nutritional value. Eco-friendly, uses little water or chemicals, produces minimal waste, and saves energy. Versatile, suitable for foods, packaging, and surfaces, useful for enzyme inactivation and pesticide removal. Improves functionality, enhance surface properties, and packaging sterilization. Tumako naman tayo sa disadvantages. Limited penetration, only effective on surfaces, not deep inside foods. Second is high cost and equipment needs, requires expensive plasma systems. Possible chemical changes, overuse may cause oxidation or discoloration. Scalability issues, hard to apply uniformly to large or uneven foods. Low awareness and regulation, limited standards and consumer understanding, slow adoption.
So, hello guys! Dumako naman tayo sa effects of food attributes of gas called plasma. So, number 1 is food nutrients. Minimal loss due to low temperature. Dahil mababa ang temperatura ng proseso, hindi nasisira ang mga sustansya tulad ng bitamina, mineral at iba pang mahalagang compound. Ibig sabihin, nananatili ang mataas na nutritional value ng pagkain kumpara sa mga tradisyonal na proseso na gumagamit ng init. Number 2, sensory qualities. Retains natural texture and color. Dahil hindi ito dumadaan sa sobrang init, nananatili ang natural na kulay, lasa, amoy at tekstura ng pagkain. Kaya mas mukhang sariwa at mas kaaya-ayang kainin ang produkto. Number 3, safety. High microbial inactivation efficiency. Kahit mababa ang temperatura, ang ganitong teknolohiya epektadong pumapatay ng mga mikrobyo tulad ng bakterya, amag at virus. Number 4, composition and bioavailability. Slight oxidation may occur and may improve digestibility and functional compounds. Maaaring magkaroon ng kaunting oxidation pero hindi ito gaanong nakakaapekto sa kalidad. Sa economy, reduce energy consumption. Dahil mababa ang enerhiyang ginagamit at mas maikli ang oras na proseso, nakakatipid sa kuryente at gastos sa produksyon. Kaya ito ay mas praktikal at matipid gamitin. Ang last naman ay social and environment, sustainable and chemical-free technology. Ang teknolohiyang ito ay environment-friendly dahil hindi gumagamit ng mga chemical at hindi nakakasirya sa kalikasan. Nakakatulong ito sa sustainable food production at nakikinabang dito ang lipunan at kalikasan sa pagmatagalan.
Advances in cold plasma technology for food preservation. Introduction. Cold plasma, the fourth state of matter made of ionized gas, is a non-thermal method that keeps food fresh and safe without losing nutrients or quality. So objective naman, to study how cold plasma preserves food, its microbial effects, benefits, and uses in different food types. Sa results, it kills bacteria, molds, and viruses without damaging texture or nutrients. It works safely on fruits, vegetables, meat, dairy, and packaged foods. Sa conclusion naman, cold plasma is an eco-friendly, effective food preservation technology that maintains safety, quality, and freshness.